Warning! Foreign accent! Michel Mansour, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you guys. Thanks Samer. Thanks Julio for having me today. It's a pleasure to be with you. And actually, this is a really, like, what you're doing is really great. And
Thank you,
awesome.
man.
And plus, like the setup, like you just wherever. Let's just meet in Brickell, on the river. And
we'll find the place to set it up.
Yeah. And it's always like a nice place. So.
Yeah, probably this is like gonna be our new studio from now on, and we're gonna be doing this more often. But man, we're glad to have you. I'm very happy that we were able to schedule this fast. We met like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, through a friend.
Yeah.
And like, oh, you're Lebanese? Yeah, I'm Lebanese. Hey, yallah,
So we met the same day?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You were there as well. We were in like Lanyap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a nice place.
And man, it means a lot. It means a lot to us saying that what we're doing is actually nice. I mean, we're trying to just give a platform to everyone to tell their story. Hence why you're here. So tell us about yourself.
So, as you know, my name is Michel, which is a weird name in the US. Like everyone's like, your name is Michael, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, it's Michel with an L, not double L-E. And like they always mix it, even at work, just like send me an email like, thank you, Michel or Mitchell or Michael. And I'm, okay, whatever, just I'll go with it. Yeah. But yeah, that's my name, Michel, and I came here to the US, actually Miami, for my education. I came to do my master's degree in international law and alternative dispute resolution at University of Miami. And then I had to go back to Lebanon because I was a student here. I didn't have the papers to stay here and work here, although I had a job offer, but I had to go back because I was in the process of the green card.
Gotcha.
So since I was in the process, I had to go for the interview in the U.S. Embassy in Lebanon. And then I had to stay a while in Lebanon until I get my permanent resident, I got my immigration visa. And then I moved back here to the U.S. and then pandemic.
Yeah.
And I started working remotely and But in between these couple of years, I was working on my startup, which is Eboo, EBOO .io.
We're gonna put it in the video.
Yeah, sure. Actually, I tagged you guys on our platforms stories. So yeah, actually, what do you want to like?
Can you tell?
Man, we have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
We have a lot of questions.
Please.
So,
shoot.
I think the first thing. Okay, you came here. Were you like? When you came here to study, this is like you decided, okay, I'm gonna stay here, that's it, or you were like you had this idea to go back home, or how did that happen?
Okay, so the whole idea was coming here was only for education. I didn't have, and maybe like experience, maybe work for a year. I mean that's what we're allowed with the OPT, which is the optional practical training. You are allowed to work for a year in the US if you find a job. So anyway. The idea was to study and then go back to Lebanon to, work in a law firm and then get my own law firm and then, the process. But actually, it's not I fell in love with the country, but I liked it. I liked the lifestyle. I like the people. They're friendly. There's more opportunities here. You don't have to work in your field. You can do so many things that you have everything. There's a market for everything here, and whatever you do and you just put your mind in it, you're gonna be successful. So I felt like I can dream here. In Lebanon you're limited. So yeah, I mean, and then when I got my green card, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I came back, and then with the revolution and all
and everything going on.
Yeah, the political crisis and economical crisis.
It's crazy, man. It's
so,
crazy.
Yeah, I had to come back here and try to figure out my.
For people who don't know, like in Lebanon, because our audience is mostly here in the state and DR and London.
Yeah.
Shout out to AJ. For people who don't know, like in Lebanon, there's a huge political, economical, cultural, everything, like a huge crisis, and this is why like you see a lot of Lebanese migrating to like different countries, and basically, man, right now we are everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere you go, you find the Lebanese.
We were everywhere, like even in Dominican Republic. I think.
I
Like,
have many Lebanese. I know
yeah.
Lebanese people in Dominican Republic. Many. Colombia, they have many Lebanese too.
Brazil.
Everywhere.
I think
mean,
we are the most in Brazil. This
I-
is where we have the biggest population.
yeah.
Diaspora, yeah.
I think, like when I came here, I remember, like I met people from Brazil. I met people from Honduras, which I've never
Heard
like,
about.
It's not heard about. Like I've heard about because they were playing in the World Cup. You know,
Yeah.
I know Honduras, but I don't know where is Honduras.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
from Panama, from like, all these countries, Mexico, and I've never thought that I would meet that many people and like that many like this diversity of people. And then they're like, "Oh, you're from Lebanon. I love Lebanese food." I'm like, "How do you know about Lebanese
Yeah.
food?" Like,
Man,
yeah, like
once you move to the US, there's no limit. Like
Yeah.
the world is your limit. Like you will meet people from all over the world. You have more opportunities to travel to other countries.
We were
as well.
talking about this the other day, and we were saying like when you are in school, your world is your school. Like this is your world, and then when you move on to college, your college become your world. So your world is basically your college, and this is why it's very important for people to travel, because once you travel, the world is your world, man.
Yeah.
You see everything
yeah,
and realize like,
Do you have,
wow.
Yeah. You have a different perspective. Of
different
things, even.
perspective. Of
Even
everything.
Definitely.
you can understand people and how people
Definitely.
live and everything.
You open up, like
Yeah.
you when you meet. It's not like when you travel. If you go as a tourist and you don't meet anyone and you don't like, how to say,
Interact.
like
Interact,
interact with people, it's still gonna be the same mentality as you were before. But once you meet people and you know people and you see like how they think, you know, and you share thoughts, I think this opens your mind, and this is what, like, that's how you become a better person, if you want to say, like,
That's how you become a foreign citizen.
that's how you become a foreign citizen. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's I traveled a lot before as a tourist, and it's a completely different experience from when you actually like live abroad and experience like the daily life. It's very important. Even if you go and live with someone who live in that country, it's not the same.
Yeah.
You get the full experience when you are on your own. So
Yeah, I mean, it depends, you know, like there's some like different experiences, you know, you can go on your own and like experiment, like how people live there, see the architecture of the city, the country, the scenery of the country, and you can go, like I prefer when I travel to have someone there, like, because I can live a better experience in this country when there's someone, like, let's say you're from Dominican Republic. I would love to go to Dominican Republic, you know, with you, because you know more than I will go. I'm gonna go to touristic places, you know.
Yeah.
Like you went with Samer to Lebanon. It's gonna be a different experience than if you go by yourself, you know. Even if you're by yourself and you wanna experiment like Lebanon by yourself, it's gonna be different, you know. Especially in Lebanon, because you know,
it's crazy, man. It's crazy. If you don't know someone in Lebanon, you're screwed, man.
yeah, it's not like you're screwed, but you know, it's different. You know, I don't know. But it's
Well-
like you're gonna go to Beirut, you're gonna go like to these touristic areas. You're not gonna go to like where he lives in Jbel, let's say.
Yeah.
Or like to the mountains in Naura, or like you're not gonna go there. You're just gonna be in these cities, touristic areas, and that's it.
Go see the castle on
And then you're gonna be, wow, Lebanon is so nice,
Yeah.
but you didn't see anything.
Yeah. So how long you've been living here now? Since you started studying?
Well, 2018, yeah, like 3 years maybe.
3
But like I
years.
was going back and forth, you know, to Lebanon. Yeah, I would say 3 years, 2 to 3 years. Yeah.
Nice. And in 3 years, you were able to do a startup. What about that? What about Eboo?
Yeah.
Tell us, man.
Eboo, actually, we started in Lebanon. It started the day the revolution started.
Wow.
It was on October 16th, 17th, something like that. We signed.
So 2 years ago.
Yes, but okay, I'm gonna start from like how we started, what was our idea, and how we came here in the U.S. We started here. So we first started as a website. Our main idea was to put put in contact people together. Like just like let's say you want to work, okay? You're looking for a job, and you're a lawyer or architect, but at the same time you like to paint and you're a good painter, or you're a good musician and you know how to teach, let's say, the guitar or the piano. So you go on Eboo, you build your profile, you state on your profile that I'm a pianist, I'm a painter, I'm whatever, and then you're open to provide these services to anyone who wants, to learn piano. And then there's users. They go on our website, and it's totally free of charge. No cost, no fees, nothing. We don't take a commission. It wasn't like anything. So you go on this website as a user, let's say me. I want a pianist, and you're a good pianist. I go and see, oh, Samer, he's a pianist. I want to learn the piano. So I go, I click on your profile, and you have your number over there, and it instantly transfers me to WhatsApp. And you can have a direct call, direct message, whichever, and then you can discuss like the fees, how much you charge, and all these things. So that was the main idea. And then when the revolution started and everyone was like protesting, and like and then the pandemic, like we had some hard time to push our website and to push our idea to the Lebanese community. And then I came here and I'm like, I don't want to lose this idea. I don't want to lose this startup. Let's change our business plan. Let's try to change, like leave it as it is, like trying to provide.
Adjust,
if you want to say yes. So let's try to adjust this idea and just outsource for US companies to Lebanon and assign Lebanese contractors to work on their projects. So that's how we adjusted in a way. We still, like, our website still serves us in a way that we can find our contractors. So if you're a pianist, or if you're a painter, or if you're a translator, I can still go and contact you and tell you, hey, Samer, you want to work on this project? I'll pay you in dollars, and there's no fees. If you charge $300, I will give you $300. I have a client here for you. He's interested in working with you, and that's it. That's like we're still putting people in contact with US-based companies instead of Lebanese users.
Yeah, because especially I understand that, especially that right now the market in Lebanon, especially for like companies, man, everyone is closing down. Everyone is going bankrupt, and there's not a lot of work. And even if there's work, because we have companies in Lebanon. You cannot pay the employee, like you cannot give him good pay enough just to live. So that's a great idea, man, to connect.
That's the thing, like that's why like we were trying to like help our community as well in a way that we can pay you in US dollars. I know now with the currency, the valuation, and all these things, maybe $100 back then wasn't much. But $100 or $200 now is something.
2 months salary.
It's something, like people in Lebanon now get paid like a million Lebanese liras, which is $50 or $45 today, maybe. I don't know. Because of
the average salary right now in Lebanon, Julio, is about like $60, $60 to $70. And this, if you are talking like government pay, which used to be one of the best, careers you can get, is to work with the government. Now it's the worst because you get paid in Lebanese pounds, and the devaluation of the currency. So basically, you're making, instead of making $1,000 a month, now you're making like $50,
$50,
which is insane. And everything is still expensive and in dollars, which make it super hard to live.
I don't know if you know the situation in Venezuela. It's a bit similar to what's happening in Venezuela now. But yeah, it's sad, but we're trying to help as much as we can, and trying to put these contractors, at least like we have now, we have 5. So from 5 we can build up to 10, we can build up to 20, we can build up to 30. In a way, we're helping US-based companies because, like in a way they want to do business and they're saving money.
At the end, you are helping them, and they're like, it's
and we're a startup, and we're building our startup. They're helping us building our startup.
I'm sorry. Yeah, sure.
And yeah, so
Hold on a second.
yeah, sure. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You were saying.
I was saying, like, in a way, we're helping the US based companies. They're helping us to build our startup, and we're helping our community in Lebanon to find jobs and work remotely. And, they work remotely, so they're flexible. You can keep your job, with what you have.
Mhm.
Let's say you're a lawyer or you're an architect, and you can work on projects at the same time for US based companies, because of time difference, because of all these things. So, yep, that's what Eboo is about. mainly.
That's a really good thing, man. Because if everyone does like a tiny effort in order to help the other, and if everyone does it, I think the result you can get would be amazing.
Yeah. I mean, plus, not only that, but the thing is, when you help someone, it will come back to you. Like, I
Exactly,
believe
yeah.
in
Karma,
that, like,
man.
karma, yes. And plus, like, I was thinking, like, why do US companies outsource to the Philippines and outsource to India?
Because they are in a similar situation to Lebanon
And
right
that's
now.
the thing. And why don't we outsource to Lebanon? And we have really good
Talents.
talents. We have good education. We have good experiences. We have good, like, contractors. Like, let's say digital marketing, which is now the thing in
Yeah.
the US. Like, why do you want to outsource it to India if you can outsource it to Lebanon? We speak 3 languages. They speak perfectly English, perfectly French. And there's some Arab companies here. They wanna work with Arabic as well. Like, they wanna build their posts in Arabic. So
Mhm.
this is good as well. We can give it to Lebanese contractors. So yeah.
Do you see yourself as being, now I'm like diving into your business plan, I'm getting
Yes.
involved. Do you see yourself as being like more forget about the Lebanese part, even though like we're Lebanese and we have this,
Yeah.
emotional relationship to Lebanon, but do you see yourself I don't know, maybe even like a platform to connect all talents like around the world with, because US is the biggest market, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Or you're just focused right now like on Lebanon?
we're starting now. We're testing, like, what we have, and we're trying to build on it. So maybe, yes, maybe we're gonna open up more. If we have lots of Lebanese contractors and that's it, like, we cannot put more Lebanese contractors on these jobs. Maybe we're gonna open up to maybe I don't know, Venezuela. Like, we're trying to help these countries that are in need of help, like these people that need help. Maybe not Venezuela, because I don't know the bans here in the US, so I'm
Yeah.
not sure about that. But like some other countries, and maybe here in the US actually, like, you can put contractors here as well. Like, there's so many. Let's say now we're trying to work with the music entertainment agency. So what they do is they basically put contractors, musicians, into cruise ships. Royal Caribbean,
Yeah, I saw the
Virgin.
post. Yeah.
Yes. So, and what they do is they bring musicians from all around the world. And so I said, like, why don't you put Lebanese musicians on these cruise ships? They get paid in dollars. It's a good pay, and you don't need any, like, it's just a B1 or B2 visa. I don't know, like the work visa, and they issue this for you. Like, they help you in the process.
Yeah, I think in the cruising industry, most of the workforce is not American. Most of them.
Yeah, all of them actually, because yeah, I mean the pay is not the best, but it's still something.
It's a nice experience too.
And you live on the ships, and it's like basically you have everything. You don't pay for anything, food, accommodation, everything. You don't pay for anything. So that's the good thing about like working on cruise ships as well. So yeah, we're trying to do that. We're trying to bring more musicians and work on cruise ships. So like we're trying to see like how we can help more in a
Yeah.
way. But yeah, I like okay. What you're saying like is why don't you open more to other countries like, but yeah, we step by step, just
So where
going
are
with
you?
the flow.
Where are you now in the process? Like,
So now we set up everything. Like we have our agreements, we have everything. So let's say we're trying to build more clientele here in the U.S. We have clients in California. We have clients in Florida. We're trying to build more. We're trying to have more representatives in different states, so they can maybe help market more our idea and bring more clients to Eboo, and it's just a cycle. So yeah, we're in this process right now. We're here.
well,
So
best of luck, man.
Thank you.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
We're proud to have you with us, as that's the first thing, and we're proud to have people like from our generation, from where we are, actually think about the other and try to help the other.
Thank
I don't know
you.
if you know the impact that you're making right now. Like right now, probably is small, but if you keep doing this
Yeah.
and keep growing, man, the impact is gonna be huge.
We're pushing it forward, like we're trying to be pushy in every sense of the word, like pushing the clients to hire more contractors in Lebanon, pushing contractors to work on projects here in the US.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you can say hi.
That's funny. We have a visitor.
Yeah. So I guess I want to ask you, with you like being here, working with Lebanon, going there, coming here, all this complicated
Situation.
situation and belonging in a way.
Yeah.
Like, where do you feel you belong, man? Is it Lebanon? Is it States? Is it, I don't
Well,
know.
this is a hard question. And like I have family here. I have family in Lebanon. I have friends here. I have friends in Lebanon. Like you cannot forget where you're from. That's one. So home is for me is where your heart is. My heart is in Lebanon. My mind is here.
Yeah.
Like you cannot find the perfect. There's nothing perfect in the world. There's always like you have to what's the word of it, like I forgot the word, but anyway, like you have to be in between, at some point. Plus we're here, we're foreigners, we weren't born here. We just started new. We're still experiencing the lifestyle here, like we don't know, like I'm still learning every day. There's something new. And for me, home is where you know everything, like where the streets, where like your neighbors. Like I don't know who are my neighbors, like this is yeah.
But here's the thing: if you stay here long enough, I start to experience this, and I've seen this, like especially with my uncle who've been living here for like 30 years. If you live here long enough, you're not gonna know all the streets because, man, the States is crazy and it's growing like crazy. But the tricky part is that when you go back to Lebanon, you're not gonna know the streets either. You know that.
I still knowing all.
Man, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be different.
It's
Everything,
different.
everything changed.
I'm gonna tell you, like from the last experience, like when I went to Lebanon in August, we were talking about that. It was different. Like this time was totally different. Like I wanted to come back to the U.S. for the first time in my life. When I went to Lebanon, I wanted to come back here, and I felt like I'm a foreigner in my country.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
I could like when you start living a different lifestyle and having everything, electricity, gas, like anything you want, it started to get different. And that last time was intense. Like the electricity shortage, like it was different. Like you couldn't live there as a human being. You know, this is
And yet people are living there.
yeah.
It's insane.
It is. It is. That's why we're trying to help as much as we can. You know, like this is the least thing we can do as like foreign citizen in the U.S. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I felt bad the first time that happened to me. I went to Dominican Republic, and after 2 weeks, I wanted to come back. I felt bad, but at the end, it's like, okay, this is home. I know this is home, but now I have a new home. I don't know, like it feels weird.
It's-
I can't even explain it.
I know, man.
You
This
feel
is something
kind
that
of
you always ask.
uncomfortable. Like your place, for example, my bedroom that used to be my bedroom now is a
Storage.
storage room. So it's not the same anymore.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
Yeah, actually, I sleep in my sister's room.
Man, my bedrooms, like my nephews, took over all my stuff. So I'm video calling them like some of the times, and then I see him like wearing my ski helmet. I'm like,
Hey,
Zuzu, what are you doing? He's like, this is mine. And then you go there and like, no, it's gone. It's his now. And that's fine. I mean, you know, it's the price you have to pay to be a foreign citizen, man, and to be able to live somewhere else. And I'm not saying it's bad. It's definitely worth it. That's something that I came to realize. The price that we are paying to be immigrants to live somewhere else. Some people say like, no, it's not worth it. Like what I'm sacrificing to be here and to do this, it's not worth it. In my opinion, living abroad and being foreigners and having this experience is worth everything, because you only live once, man. You only live once.
that's true. Again, like for what you're saying, like the thing is, why? Like you have to ask your question. Why did you come here from the beginning? Like why? This is like where maybe you find the answer of where's home. Why I came here because there's more opportunities. I didn't come here to live and like stay with family, because I had the option, to stay in my country and stay home and be comfortable and whatever. And I had the option to come here as well, and I decided to come here to pursue whatever I wanna.
Actually, when you come here, like the decision of why you come here, since you move here, it changed over time. So the first decision was, okay, why did I want to come here? Obviously, opportunity. And how I saw it, it was like the market in Lebanon. It was just pure math, man. The market in Lebanon is not big enough for my dreams and to achieve what I want to achieve. And you need a bigger market.
That's true.
It was just math. When I moved here, the why changed. I started thinking more about the future. I started thinking about the opportunities I want to give to my kids. I started thinking about my life when I'm older, when I'm like when I'm in my 60s, 70s, how I want to. Because you look at people in those third world countries and they spend their entire life, man, working and hustling and trying to make a living, and then they get old and they're screwed, man.
Like what happened?
It's not
now.
fair, man. It's not fair.
Yeah, it's not like even this happened. I think with your parents, with my parents now.
Yeah.
Like they put all their savings and then they lost everything. It's sad. This insecurity, if you want to say, in your home.
Like you can plan.
Insecurity.
You can't plan for the future. You can plan, but at the end you don't know what's gonna happen.
You're always like a step. Like step forward, a step back.
Yeah.
Like you're like I don't know.
One step forward, two step back.
Yes, I'm not sure if I should do that. I shouldn't do that. Yeah.
You know what, Joseph? We had them on not on 2 episodes before. He said it, man. He said it perfectly. He came here, man, for fairness in life. He just want fairness. He want the same opportunity as other regular human being to be able to achieve his potential, man. And I think he said it perfectly, because we might have in Lebanon, in Africa, in Venezuela, in all those third world countries, we might have someone who is able to cure cancer, but he didn't get the opportunity. You might have someone who is able to resolve the problem of hunger, but he's not getting the opportunity.
Yeah.
So everyone should get this fair opportunity. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen. But from my perspective, I'm trying to get to it. That's why you move.
Yeah, I mean, fairness is a big word, you know. I don't see there's anything fair in life. Nothing is fair, you know.
Yeah.
Like you have a different explanation of what is fairness, but like for me is you do you know. You cannot be fair with someone else. And let's say, I don't know, you're an architect and you're building this big tower, and I'm an architect too, and I'm like, oh, I want to be fair with this guy, I want to be at the same level with this guy,
Right.
you know. But if you don't push yourself like you pushed yourself, you're not gonna achieve what, you know, like the same things, and you're
Yeah.
not gonna be fair. I don't see fairness in the world, you know. There's nothing fair.
Definitely. I think I said it like, let me explain what I meant. You just want to be you just want to be on the same level so you can have this potential. Because man, people in those third world countries, they are starting at minus 300,
Yeah.
man. So to be able to get to just like a normal situation, a normal living life, even for us, man. Like now we live like a normal life, like as humans should live. But to get here, how hard did we have to work? How hard did we have
Yeah.
to hustle?
Yeah,
It wasn't granted for us.
definitely. It wasn't.
It's
like,
crazy, man.
and I say that like for me, I'm a lawyer, you know, like, and building a startup that doesn't have to do anything with your field, anything with what you do was hard for me to get out from like what people think about you. You
Yeah.
know, you have this in Lebanon, like, oh, he's a
He's a lawyer.
he's a lawyer, you
Yeah.
know, you should be a lawyer, or he's not, you know. So that was a hard thing, you know, to get out of, and just do whatever you want to do, you know, and just because I'm here, you know, and there's opportunities, is what you're saying, you know. So I'm just like, I want to do this, I want to build this startup, and I want to start, and I want to build this empire here and help people, you know. So yeah, I mean,
Let me ask
it-
you. Oh, go
ask.
ahead. Go ahead.
And I think like here, okay, other than opportunities, there are things that you can do here that probably you can't do from your country and probably my country. For example, artists. In my country, if you are an artist, it's like you are the black sheep of the family.
Yeah.
You're not. People won't like, never will think that you're gonna make it. And
Yeah.
things like this, here you can be a good artist.
That's
you can
the
make
thing.
money. You can help your family being an artist. You know, you have more. You have a palette. I don't know. That's a palette of things that you can.
Yeah.
Options.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, as you were saying, like here is different. Like I always say that, like whatever you do in the US, but you put your mind in it and you believe in what you're doing, you're gonna be successful and you're
Right.
gonna make money.
Not only in the US. Not only in the US. Here's how I see it. Even if you are Lebanese, okay? If you want to do something, let's say you're an artist, okay? And you are working in Dominican Republic and you don't have all the accessibilities and all the opportunities to actually succeed in what you are trying to do. Man, move. You're not a tree. You're not stuck in ground. People, unfortunately, are afraid of making a change and they keep doing the same shit over and over and over without actually taking a risk. You have to take a risk at one point. You have to. I'm Lebanese, man. I'm an architect in Lebanon. I saw there's no potential. Fuck it. I moved. Okay, I was lucky enough to have my green card to be able to make this transition a bit smoother. But man, I know a lot of people who came from nothing. I know a guy, man, who moved here, who slept under the stairs for 3 years. Now he's a millionaire. You have to take risk. You have to be okay with change. You have to accept failure.
Definitely.
That's very important because if you don't, man, you're gonna be just stay where you are. Nothing's gonna happen.
That's what we don't understand in Lebanon, and that's the thing we need to change. This is the mentality that we should have as Lebanese in Lebanon. I'm saying, like you have to risk, you have to change, you have to try to change. Like if you're not happy with what you have, just move forward, do something else. You know, there's lots of options you can take in life. You know, and pursue what you want.
There's always something you can do. Some people say like, okay, we don't have enough money to travel. Like we cannot even get a visa. Man, there's always something. Once you lose hope, you're dead. Even no matter how bad the situation is, no matter how bad, keep believing, man. Keep your hopes up. There's a way. You might not see it now, but just keep looking for it, man. You'll see it. You'll find it.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I always tell like people, like my friends in Lebanon, is like, don't lose hope. Like, there's always a way. You can still do things in Lebanon, even if it's like not the best place to build something, but you can still do it. You know, like you never know where it's gonna end up. You might end up in, I don't know, in a different country. Your idea, your project that you're building now, like we started in Lebanon, it ended up here. We never knew that it's gonna happen, you know, but it did. And same thing with other projects, you know. You can just start, just do it.
Yeah.
And then you never know.
And
It's very important to accept failure.
Yeah.
People who don't want to fail, they're not gonna move. They're just gonna stay put wherever they are. You have to fail. You have to, and you have to be fine with that. You have to not worry about people's judgment.
Yes.
You have to not care about what people think of you, because it doesn't matter. Everyone's gonna die. No one's gonna remember you. No one, man. If you just spend your entire life caring about what people think of you, what's the point?
Yeah.
They're gonna die eventually. You're gonna die. Do whatever makes you happy, man. Just keep pushing.
And when I hate the most is when people complain, but don't do
shit
about it.
Exactly.
I want to slap you in the face when people, what are you doing to change this?
Yeah.
Do you organize yourself?
This is
Like,
typical
They tell you,
Lebanese.
"Oh, I can't. I can't." Why you can't? Why?
yeah. And,
Why?
man.
This is typical Lebanese complaint every day.
Yeah.
You know.
They always, man. I cannot say, like, I cannot be in their shoe and talk from their perspective, because I don't understand it. Like, I really don't understand. I don't understand how they see it. I've been there. I've been like in a situation where I was like, okay, what I'm gonna do, and I did something, but I didn't think like, oh, I don't have no options, because you always have options.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
I mean,
It's as long this is something that we used to say, me and my buddies in college. Everything's fine as long as you're not waking up in the morning somewhere in Africa, man, waiting for the grain of rice just to survive. Can you imagine, man? So
I mean, it's happening.
it's happening, exactly. So you're not in that situation, so what are you complaining about?
That's true. I mean, I sometimes complain. I'm like, shit.
I know.
Complain,
Man, we all
like,
complain.
Yeah, that's the
We all
thing.
complain.
Like, you should thank God that first we're here, you know. This is the first thing, like, I'm grateful for. Like, okay, you're in a country that you won't die of hunger.
Yeah.
So this
even,
is
even the fact that we have education. There's some people, for example, in my country, they can't afford to go to school, and they have to work since they are children, you know, to help the family, and they don't have this opportunity to go to college because they have to work.
Yeah.
At least we have this opportunity,
Definitely.
and once we have this opportunity, man, we have to do the best we can to.
Even there's people, they don't even have the education, and you see them like
Hustling.
hustling. Like here in the US, that's what I'm saying. Like here you have lots of opportunities. You don't need a college degree. You know, you can be a real estate agent. You can be an insurance agent. You can do so many things that there's so
You can do a podcast.
You can do a podcast.
You're gonna be poor, but you can do it.
You never know. One time I see you guys growing, you know. As long as you guys, like, there's consistency in what you're doing, I think you're gonna get to where you wanna get.
Hopefully.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for believing in us.
No,
We don't.
of course. I mean,
No, I'm kidding.
I believed in you. That's why I'm here.
Ooh.
See?
we too believe in you. That's why you're here.
Thank you.
No, man, what you're doing, like,
Yeah.
we're very proud, man. We're very proud.
Thank you.
We wish
so
you
much.
all the best in your
Career.
path.
And wherever we can help you with this, you
Sure.
can count on us.
Actually, I have some T-shirts now for later. I'll give it to you as like a
Eboo?
small present. Yeah.
Eboo.
Eboo.
How did you come up with the name?
Well, actually, the whole idea was literally, we were sitting, me and my friend. Actually, I have a partner. I didn't mention him. His name is Joseph Mukarzel.
Shout out to
Does
Joseph.
he live here?
No, he lives in Lebanon.
Okay.
So
he's
that's the good thing. Like, we managed, like, Eboo, like, he's in Lebanon. If there's any issue with contractors in Lebanon, he's there. Any payments there, he's there. You know, he takes care of the logistics. and I'm here, marketing clients, these things. But yeah, Joseph Mukarzel, he's actually an architect like you two, and he's like my best friend. So we were sitting one night, as we always do in Lebanon, like every night you sit with the guys. So we were sitting and we're just thinking like, what can we do something different that we can help and make money at the same time? And we were just talking, and then we came up with this idea, and the name was like, let's get something like a catchy name, like it doesn't have to have any meaning, it doesn't have to mean anything. It's just like Google. What does it mean? Yeah. Or like Amazon. I don't know, like Amazon. Yeah, maybe the verse,
Apple.
but like Apple, like there's like so like Eboo. But why Eboo? We don't care.
Eboo is actually the name of it's in French.
The owl. It's
yeah.
the owl. It's Eboo. It's an owl in
French.
English. Okay. And our slogan is all you need is an opportunity. So it's a bit catchy, but maybe people in the US might not catch it,
Yeah, because they have the opportunity already.
Yeah.
They was
in a way.
But for the Lebanese, it's for the Lebanese, the opportunity. Yeah. But yeah, that's how we came up with the name. It was like random shit, just talking. It's like, yeah, Eboo, sure, but not Eboo the H, Eboo the E.
Yeah.
Like it's we
what did we call ourselves first when we first started? Do you remember the name?
Yeah, Immigrant Nation.
Yeah, we were called Immigrants Nation, but then
Nation.
Yeah, we felt it was like so immigrant and have to do with the government. I'm like, no, this is bad. And then Julio came up with the name.
I dream it for real. I'm not kidding. I dreamed the name.
No, thank you.
I want.
Oh, you want? This one is for Julio.
So I dreamed the name, and next day I told Sam, and Sam was like, "Man, this is really good." Like,
how did you? You never told me. How did you dream the name? What did you see?
Man, I dream answers all the time. Even for this time, I dream.
Have you dreamt about your wife yet or not yet?
Not yet, man.
No, it's not coming. It's not coming.
He has an idea.
Yeah.
It's not coming.
Well, yeah, in Miami it's a bit hard to find a wife.
Man, I'm trying.
You have to be careful with that.
Did you see that meme where someone is praying like, God, please send me a good woman to be my wife?
Yeah.
And he's like, where do you live? It's like Miami. And then they show God doing like this, slapping his face.
Yeah.
So funny.
Because like the thing with Miami is like, even if you meet someone, they either like they're leaving the next day, they're just tourists, or it's just like even like a woman or a man.
You need to hang out where the local hang out, not go to like the touristic spots.
Not here.
Not Brickell, not downtown. There is like this park, by the way, is a local park. So everyone you see here, the tourists don't come here. This is why it's not very busy. Yeah. Because all people who come here actually live in those buildings.
That's
which
true.
We are one of those people. We pretend that we live in those buildings. We're not that rich.
The rich people.
Hopefully.
One day. It's not about the money, man.
Isn't that your apartment actually?
Yeah, that one. The one they are building, the penthouse.
Help us, subscribe and follow.
Subscribe and follow and share and everything.
And we'll invite you to our apartment.
No, really, if there's someone in Miami area or even in the state or wherever who like to be with us on the podcast, who like to tell their stories, we believe everyone has a story. Everyone has the right to share their story. Everyone has the right to put his knowledge and his experience and what he's been through out with the world if they like. So just hit us up on YouTube, on Instagram, wherever. Just be part of this.
Samir and Julio, they're really nice people. So
we try.
No, you are.
I'm not. You don't know me, man. I'm a shit.
He's an asshole.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Give me the Turkish guy.
So yeah, man. Part of the reason why we're doing this, just I think similar in a way, you're trying to connect people through work opportunities, through connecting talents, and we're just trying, man, to connect people on a different level. I would say like
we want to spread the message.
Yeah, like we want people to be able to share their stories, man. We want people to know about other people.
That's nice.
It's not. I'm a very outgoing individual. I like to know a lot of people. I like to be friends with everyone, and
That I know.
yeah, we met like the first day. Yeah, my buddy.
Yeah, let's do it.
So having people as come here as guests, and at one point we're gonna just have random people who we don't know at all tell their stories. It's a good thing, man. You can learn from everyone.
And
Definitely.
you can get inspired from them.
Yes.
Even like man.
Even from failure story, you'll get inspired,
Yeah.
man. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's the spirit. You know, I like how you're thinking and how you wanna build this the podcast and your idea, and I think you should keep on doing it. You know, even with groups of people, maybe like everyone sharing their story, anything, either their project they're working on, either like how they moved here. Maybe there's some people they even left the states. They didn't like it here. They
Yeah.
couldn't live in this country, and they left. They went back to their countries. So those people, I think, you should have them.
Man,
As
everyone has a different story, and everyone have a different perspective of like common topics like work, home. We always get different answers. It's amazing. And everything, and like it makes sense. Like from what you told us, for me it makes sense. We might have another guest tell us something different. I'm like, that makes sense too. So there is no right and wrong. There's just like opinions and just a way of doing things.
Definitely, that's true.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for being here with us, man. It was
for
very
having
fun.
me. I hope you like the coffee.
Man, it was really good.
Julio's been drinking coffee. Like, I know you want to give us the shirts.
Yes. Should I do
just
it?
take this off your ears
Okay.
and.
Let me do it now. Right.
Man, we should have guests. It's over there. It's over there. Mish, it's over there. Man, we should have guests like this. Give us free stuff.
Small size is like a medium. Thank you. This is the medium for you.
Thank you. Let's show it to
The logo.
to everyone.
So
Mish,
we're trying to build a brand as well,
thank you for this.
Of course.
We wish you all the luck in the world, man.
Thank you so much.
Anything we can do to help, we are here. This platform is your platform
Thanks.
to share anytime you need. Anytime you need to get the message out. We don't have a lot of followers yet, but
You
hopefully
will.
one day.
You will.
Hopefully
You will.
one day.
Actually, I'm gonna share this on our page on Instagram, and we're gonna share all the podcasts, like the interview we're doing now, and we're gonna post something for you guys,
Awesome.
so that in a way you'll have Lebanese and US followers. So like
Awesome.
even the people in Lebanon will see what you guys are doing and what your content.
We appreciate it, man. We appreciate it, and
anytime.
we wish you all the best. What is your Instagram page?
My Instagram is Micho, Micho.
We're gonna put it in the description. And the Eboo.
And Eboo is eboo.io.
Eboo.io. Check them out, guys. Check them out. People here in Dominican Republic. We might have people in Dominican Republic be involved in this.
Yeah.
Want to expand to Dominican Republic?
Sure.
Why not?
Why not? If there's opportunities there, let's do it. So
Awesome.
If anyone needs like to outsource their work at their job, we're here for them. We can get the job done. We're a professional team, and it's gonna be very smooth. And I didn't like even say that. Like, how's the process work with us? So let's say if you have a project and you want to outsource it. So what we do is we give you options, contractors, and we provide their portfolio to you, so you can see their background, their experience. You want to work with them, you don't want to work with them, and then you can interview them. And then if you like these people and you want to work with them, then
you hire them.
You hire them. So that's mainly it. Like, it's very like if you want to hire someone today, you can start
Right
working
away
with them tomorrow or
Yeah.
the same day. It depends on like how you want to work these things.
That's awesome. Well, thank you, man, for providing opportunities for people out there to be able to make a living.
Yeah.
That's very That's very good of you.
We're proud, and we know that karma exists, and you're gonna get rewarded.
We're here to serve, you know. We only live once, and we have to serve people. That's my motto, you know. Like, you have to help people at some point. That you cannot live and be greedy and everything is for me, everything me. You have to serve others. You know,
And it will
in a
come
way.
back to you.
Hopefully,
For sure.
I hope so.
For sure. Well, thank you for being with us.
Thanks again, and I hope you enjoyed the t-shirts.
Thank you. Cheers.